the heck you got in the middle of all of this?
I mean, I don't know, because I haven't been paying attention to it much besides what I said and what we're trying to do here. It was a tough trip to China, but we definitely got some basketball. That's the main reason for us to be there. And we got an opportunity to play the game that we love and play it in front of our Chinese fan base while we're there. But we're happy to be home. Happy to be home back in our practice facility. We feel like we got some good work today. It was a great game yesterday coming off such a long trip. And we look forward to just continuing to play the game of basketball and getting better and better every day.
So you're getting your legs back?
It's going to take a few days. It's going to take a few days, being jet lagged and, getting in Sunday morning at 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's going to take a few days for us to get our legs back, but it's always fun to get a sweat in and get some competition going.
LeBron, because you retweeted last night, do you feel the people took what you said after 6 o'clock last night out of context?
I think, yeah, I do. I do, and that's why I wanted to kind of clarify what my thoughts was and what my words was. So that tends to happen with me. I understand that, and I know that every word that I say is going to be broken down on however you feel or you see. I said it, so it comes with the territory, but that's okay with me.
LeBron, 1 week till the opener. What do you like about this team, and where do you hope to see some improvement?
Obviously, every day is another opportunity for us to get better. It was a tough trip for us in China, not being able to get as much practice time as we would like. So that kind of, I don't want to say hurt our development, because we were still able to get into the film room and things of that nature, but it's always good to be on the floor. So with 1 week into the first game of the season, we want to just continue what we've been doing. We won't be the team that we want to be, next month, coming Tuesday. And then, when the next month happens, we won't be the team we want to be the following month. But we want to continue to get better and better and go along the process every day of how we figure out to be as great as a team as we can be. So, going into game one, we want to be as healthy as possible, and we will learn from game one when it comes next Tuesday, or come 1 week from today, of things we need to continue to work on.
LeBron, there was a demonstration in Hong Kong today where they were wearing your jerseys. Did you see that?
I did not. I did not see it, so I don't have a reaction to it.
Do you have a sense of how what you said was felt in Hong Kong?
No, I had a sense of what I said was felt for me. And like I said yesterday, when I speak upon things, I speak from a very logical standpoint of things that hit home for me. And yesterday, obviously I gave the thoughts of what I felt and how I saw things transpiring from that week that we were gone.
This is obviously like a thorny issue for the league. It's not for all the reasons in the outline. Where do you think both of you? How does the league work itself out from under this?
I think the best thing we can do is continue to play the game of basketball. And I believe the game of basketball and the word sport has always brought people together for the great of love and not the great of hate. And I think this is the greatest sport in the world. And obviously, it's a small bump in the road, but I think time heals all. And for all of us us as Lakers and us as an organization in the NBA, we want to continue to play this game that's brought so many people together over the last, I don't know how long this game has been since Dr. James Smith created it. I'm sorry.
Do you feel as if you should have a role in trying to, help heal things between the league, China, basketball in general?
For me personally, I felt that I've tried to heal things throughout my whole life by just being who I am, and playing the game that I love, playing at a high level, and that's brought a lot of people together, playing the game the right way with my teammates, being a model citizen in the community, being a respectful son, a respectful husband, a respectful dad, and understanding every time I leave the house that it's so much bigger than just myself personally. So that's just how I move. I haven't, obviously I'm not perfect, none of us are, but I just try to do things that make my family proud, make my fans proud every time I step out of the house. So that's what, for me, that's what it is.
LeBron, do you get where the criticism comes from, as complex as the issue is?
Say that again?
I was trying to ask, do you get where the criticism comes from, as complex as the issue might be? I think generally it's talking about freedom of speech and human rights issues. How do you kind of process this?
I don't know. I mean, it's a tough situation that we're all in right now, as an association, as us as athletes, owners, GMs, whatever, so forth. I think when the issue comes up, if you feel passionate about it or you feel like it's something you want to talk about, then so be it. I also don't think that every issue should be everybody's problem as well. So when things come up, there's multiple things that we haven't talked about that happen in our own country that we don't bring up. There's things that happen in my own community that, trying to help my kids graduate high school and go off to college is, what's been my main concern over the last couple of years, in my school. Trying to make sure that the inner city kids that grow up in my hometown can have a brighter future and look at me as inspiration to get out of the hell hold of the inner city, and we don't talk about those stories enough, but we tend to, want to talk about so many other things as well. So there's issues all over the world, and I think the best thing we can do is, if you feel passionate about it, talk about it. If you're not, if you don't have a lot of knowledge about it or you don't quite understand it, I don't think you should talk about it because it just puts you in a tough position. So.
Last question, please.
I plan on being here, being the captain of this team, and trying to figure out a way how we can win a championship. That's my main goal right now. I feel like I talked about it yesterday. I tweeted out a couple of responses to people not understanding, my knowledge of what it came from my brain and for me learning from the situation. I'm talking about it now, and I probably won't talk about it again because I'll be cheating my teammates by continuing to harp on something that won't benefit us. Trying to win a championship because that's what we're here for. We're not politicians. I think it's a huge political thing, but we are leaders, and we can step up at times. But there's times where I'm not saying in this particular instance, but if you don't feel like you should speak upon things, you shouldn't have to.
Ron, you tweeted that if he had waited a week, that would have made a difference. Just to follow up on that, if he did, would you have been comfortable with whatever ripple effect would have?
I mean, that's hindsight 2020 at this point. I mean, we don't know. We don't know the landscape of the situation if a week would have went by and then the tweet would have happened. It's easy to say, but we have no idea. So, it was a challenging trip for all of us that was in China, and if you were not there, then you just can't relate.
Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, LeBron.